You all have entered in the class 10th. Now this is the right time to execute the thing. Your study with full fledged, with full commitment and with full focus, concentration. 5 very important habits for 95 plus percentage and more than 95 plus. A very lovely hello to all class 10th students, to all my champions. So the month of April is going on and you all have entered in this class 10th, the new journey of your academic life, and this is very important because everyone expects us, because this is the board exam. So your relative, your family member, everyone, looking forward, they are looking forward to see you as a topper in board exam, because this is the first step of your academic life. So my dear champion, you all have entered in the class 10th. Now this is the right time to execute the thing. It means that you will have to start your study with full fledged, with full commitment and with full focus, concentration. Most of the students that I felt several times, like most of the students, they feel that they'll be starting study after vacation over and after 2 or 3 months. But do you know, my dear champion, April is the month which decides your result, my dear champion. Yes, most of the students maybe, they may be chilling, they may be, relaxing and enjoying, they may be moving here and there, tour and all, whatever. But do you know, my dear champion, in this phase of time, the toppers quietly making habits to get the advantage of 1 year class of class 10th, because this is the month of April which build your foundation, which ensure you how your entire session probably, and it is likely to be go in which direction. So this is all about. So month of April is very important. So in this video, I am going to give you 5 very important habits that the toppers generally follow to get 95 plus percentage and more than 95 plus, and it really worked well. This is my experience. In previous session, I suggested same thing to the your seniors, those who have already done with their board exam and they got the result. They performed really well. Most of the students got the percentage more than beyond 90%. Many students got 100 out of 100 in science, 95 98 marks in mathematics, in social studies. So they really did it well. So this is all about whatever I've suggested, they stick on those things and they followed the things with very seriousness. So this is all about. So this video is going to be very helpful for you. So you should also follow these 5 habits if you all are dreaming to become a topper. So April is the month which decides your performance in the March, the March which is coming, March 2027, in which you all will be writing your board exam. So let's begin this video. So habits to start in April. If you want 95% plus in class 10th boards, then you have to wake up now and you have to start. You will have to working hard from the day first. There is no shortcut. You will have to work hard entire session in a complete 1 year of sessions. Okay, so let's begin the habit number 1. If I talk about habit number 1, that is study daily. Yes, my dear champion, the consistency is very important. Consistency is very important. Yes, consistency. Don't study 4 hours and 5 hours daily. If you're studying, if you're just utilizing your 1 hour of your life, but daily, the condition is daily. So even if it is just 1 hour, why it matters? My dear champion, the consistency will keep you in study mode. The consistency will keep you motivated, encouraged. There will be no chances for backlog. There will be no risk of backlog. So this is all about your consistency. Really plays a vital role, crucial role in your performance, whether in your class test, whether in your periodic test, or in half-yearly examination, or whether in board exam. So consistency is very important. So why this matters? No backlog. If you follow the consistent schedule, if you study daily, right, at least 1 hour, utilize 1 hour, the dedicated 1 hour, that will give you the result. So no backlog will be there. There will be no chances of backlog, no stress before exam. Like the loser becomes stressed, when the exam comes up, before 3 or 4 days, 1 day, they got stressed, they feel like, oh my God, examination is on the way. What if I'll not be able to perform well in exam? So such kind of thinking keeps coming in mind because of the lack of consistency. So my dear champion, so to reduce the stress, anxiety, pressure. You have to follow the consistent daily study process, and concepts stay fresh. If you follow consistent schedule, if you study daily at least 1.5 hours, whatever the teachers are teaching you in school, you are revising everything with full concentration, with full focus. You are doing numerical, you are doing question based on the formula the teachers taught you in the school. So doing these things will keep you very clear in concept point of view. So concepts stay fresh, your mind will be fresh, you will feel encouraged, you will feel motivated. So this is very important. And the golden rule, if you talk about, never break the chain. Even 30 minutes is good. If you are not able to utilize 1 hour in maths, 1 hour in science, if you are not pretty much capable to utilize 1 hour, at least give 30 minutes at least, but daily. I'm talking about consistency. This consistency should be there. So never break the chain. Don't miss a day. If you are having any function, event, or you went somewhere like any party function and all, so after returning back from that, go follow that routine that you have to study daily. If you are playing with your friends cricket and all, but after coming back from playground, go and study. This is the rule. You have to stick with this rule. Getting my point? So this is very important, consistency. Now habit number 2, NCERT is lifeline. Yes, my dear champion. Some student, I saw several times, like some student, they thinks that switching different books is very good. Like sometimes they purchase this book, they used to go that website, they used to frequent moving here and there just to get the just in the search of content and material. Come on, don't do this. Don't do this. Topper never do this. After completing the NCERT, each line, each example, each corner, each word, after going through the NCERT completely well, then you guys can switch to any other book. NCERT is very important. So you should not negotiate with NCERT. You cannot compromise with NCERT. This is not such kind of book. So if you want 90%, NCERT is not optional. You should not consider NCERT as optional. This is main subject. Come on, champion. It is everything. This is not optional. It is everything. And if I talk about, especially for science and social science, a direct question comes up from NCERT textbook, direct in science. There may be question, if I talk about in mathematics, there will be little bit chances that question may appear from outside the NCERT. But in science and social science, the question generally comes up direct from NCERT. Right? So NCERT is like a Bible. NCERT is like lifeline. Okay. So very important. Most questions come directly or indirectly from NCERT. What toppers do? So they read NCERT line by line without skipping a topic, without skipping a theoretical line, without skipping anything. They read line by line and they highlight keywords. When you are studying science, just go and highlight the keyword that you think that, yeah, this headline, this part of line, it may, there is chances that question may appear based on this line. So you should highlight the keywords, right? Keywords, right? Just for example, if I ask you what happens when quicklime, what happens when quicklime reacts with water? So we all know when quicklime reacts with water, slaked forms. CaOH whole twice. So wherever you saw this line, reaction of quicklime with water, come on, highlight this, because there is a lot of chances that this question may appear in your examination. Right, this is an example of the exothermic reaction. This is an example of combination reaction. Two compounds are combining to form a single one, right? So this is important. So you have to follow this. Don't highlight keywords. And third point is, don't ignore examples and diagrams. In NCERT, they are very important. Examples are very important. Yes, my dear. If you don't believe on my words, if you're not having belief on my words, go and ask from your seniors, those who have done with their board examination or they're studying in higher classes. They will ask you, they will suggest you how they prepared for their board examination. They never compromised with these points, right? So making good notes, highlighting the keywords, don't ignore the example and diagram of NCERT, very important. And what the biggest mistake most of the student made here is biggest mistake, using too many reference book in April. There is no need to focus and to switch on different reference book in month of April. Don't do this. Even after April, May, June and July, after completing NCERT well, When you'll start feeling comfortable, like I'm pretty much confident now in NCERT. If anyone asks any question from NCERT, now I'm capable to give answer just quickly with full confidence. Now you are ready to switch to any reference book. So after solving NCERT completely, whether in math, science, social studies, or I talk about like language subjects as well, very important NCERT. So this is NCERT. Look at the book. This is science book. NCERT, this is the front profile of NCERT science book, and this is the mathematics book here. So please, my dear champion, please fall in love with NCERT, Come on, this is like everything. This is not optional, this is everything with NCERT. Moving to next third habit, start writing answer early. Why I'm telling you this? See, in board examination, only knowledge, sometimes only knowledge never matters. You have knowledge, you know the answer, but how to represent the answer, how to make your answer attractive, how to make your answer, impressive. This is also important. So representation of answer writing skill is also very important. It plays very important role to get good marks in your exam. It will be helpful for you in school level of exam and in board exam undoubtedly, right? So reading is not equal to scoring. If you are reading only, you are not practicing the answer. What happens if I ask you, explain the working function of human heart. You know the theoretical portion, how the human heart works, where is the ventricle, left ventricle, aorta, veins, vena cava and everything. But how to write? How to explain the answer in words? Are you able to write the answer in words? Attractive format. Are you able to follow the grammatical format over there? So practicing is also important. Only reading is not important. You're reading well, you're studying well, you are doing 2 hours and 3 hours self-study, but the practicing also important. So start writing answers early, my dear champion. Lot of student thinks that initially I'll be completing my syllabus till July, August, September, and after September, from October onwards, I'll be trying to practicing the answer writing. This is not good, my dear champion. Everything should be balanced from the beginning of the session. Your self-study power, your daily schedule, your answer writing, your seriousness towards the NCERT textbook. Everything you will have to balance from the beginning of the session, champion. Okay, so reading is not equal to scoring. You might understand everything. You know everything. But in exam, marks come from how you write. Yes, this is the brutal truth. You know everything, but how to represent? You haven't tried any time. You didn't do any practice for this. But how you'll be able to execute the thing on the examination day? Not at all. You have to practice first, right? So you will have to start writing answers early. Don't delay this, my dear champion. So start practicing 2-3 answers daily, at least, in every subjects. Even in maths also. Try to solve numericals, at least 3 numericals, and represent. Like there is a question, proof type question in triangle. How to write the given information, what to prove, the diagram, neatness, and everything. Follow all these things. Okay. Proper format should be there. Underline keywords. And I have brought up the example here. The answer sheet of topper. This is one of topper's answer sheet of class 10 board exam. And look at the topper's answer sheet. The neatness of the answer sheet. Come on, champion. And can you see here? This must have 2 among its prime factors. So the line which is important, the student is being shown this line by making a line here below this line. So underline, the important term is very important. So underline keywords, very important. And how these things will come in practicing. How you'll be habitual to follow these things? By doing the practice. Otherwise you cannot. So why early practice matters? Improve speed. Yes, it will be improving your speed, champion, if you practice early. And improves representation. Come on, presentation. That will make your answer very beautiful, very attractive, and very impressive. And after getting your answer sheet, when the evaluators will see your answer sheet, attractive, so he or she will give you marks generously. So it really works, champion. So build confidence. So it will be building your confidence also. So come on, follow this. I personally, give priority, lot of importance to this habit number 3. Yes, start writing answers early. Moving to, so look at a few glimpses of this topper's answer sheet. Can you see here? All the important line is being underlined here. It would be divisible by 2 and 5. So this line is important. So this has been underlined. So very important. Can you see the neatness of the answer sheet? The way the topper has responded the answer, written the answer. Come on, yeah. This is very impressive. Can you see these are MCQ? Section number A, only a number, the right option is has written here by the topper and the correct answer. There is nothing, no rough work is here. So this is, look at the overall neatness and beauty of the answer sheet. So how it came? How it comes? Just by doing the practice in good time. And this is the right time to start this. April. Now, can you see here? This is construction question from circle. Guys, look at here, the diagram. Look at the neatness of the diagram. Everything is clearly visible. All the tangents, angle, center, all the points outside the circle. Come on, yeah. This is so impressive. So beautiful. Can you see? The student has followed the proper path. First given information, then what to prove, and then construction, which is required in this question, and then what to prove, and all the important lines, all the important terms has been underlined here. And after getting the result is also underlined. Hence prove that angle AOB plus COD is equal to 180 degree. So yes, of course, anyone can give full marks. It deserves, by the way. And can you see here the overall neatness of the graph? This is the way that you have to also write the answers in your exam. So that is the reason why I have brought up this answer sheet, cut off answer sheet of one of topper of class 10, so that you guys can learn the way the student has written correct answers here. So look at the neatness of the graph. Scale is mentioned here. X-axis, 1 box is equal to 1 unit. All the coordinates are clearly visible. Straight line, and both the straight lines are intersecting here. So this will be the solution. So everything is, properly managed and very beautiful. Now, habit number 4, if I talk about habit number 4, build a simple daily routine. It is also very important, daily routine. And no need to worry about the daily routine. I'll also be helping you guys. I'll be giving you a daily routine for you, all the champions of class 10th, you all will be writing your board exam in coming March of 2027. So I'll be giving you complete roadmap and the daily routine also. If you require daily routine as quick as possible, you all should write in comment section, yes sir, please provide daily routine. Now, habit number 4, no complicated timetable needed. Come on, don't make your timetable so complicated. 3 hours self-study. Sometimes students get energetic after getting some motivational speech from any elder. They get motivated. Yeah, I'll do this. They make the very complicated daily routine, very complicated, very complex daily routine. But what happens at the end? Do you know, champion? They stop following that routine. So keep your daily routine as simple as a realistic, champion. Okay, so example, 1 subject, 1 concept. Study 1 subject, 1 revision, 1 writing practice should be there. So follow these things. 1 subject. So if you want to learn the concept, just select 1 subject. And for revision, select 1 subject. And for writing practice, select 1 subject. So if you're selecting here maths, if you're selecting maths, okay, maths for this category, just for revision. Okay, so concept clarity. So you can select your revision to revise the whatever you have studied so far, to revise all those things. You can start here with science. You can revise science. And if you want to practice answer writing practice, you can select here like social studies, SST, right? So by doing this, you can keep all the subjects very much balanced, and everything will be there in proper momentum. There will be no risk of backlog and all. So you should follow these things. Okay, that is why this works. Easy to follow, no burnout, and sustainable for 1 year. So if you follow this habit, if you're building your simple daily routine, and that will be going to be very productive for you and very fruitful, very beneficial. So you should follow this. Okay, now the mistake the student make is, majority of the student I failed several years, because I am having a lot of experience. I've been teaching class 10 for last so many years, so I know it happens. So making a perfect timetable, and what happens? And quitting in just 3 days. So what is it making any sense? You made, you have just created, you have made your complicated daily routine, and you're not able to follow that daily routine formally, and you just quitting in just 3 days. So this is not good. This is not, this is not the way topper study. Topper never do these things. This is, the loser and some such type of student do. They made the daily routine and they're not following, just keeping the daily routine at the corner of the wardrobe. They have thrown the paper and all. So if you are making the daily routine, you have to follow, you have to stick with that for entire year completely. Habit number 5 is weekly revision system, champion. This is also very important. Weekly revision system. So this is where most students lose marks. They study but forget everything. You will be moving forward very speedily, very quickly. Yeah, syllabus is there. I need to complete my syllabus till October, September. You are moving very fastly, but ignoring the previous thing, that whatever you have studied so far. Why, champion? That will lead you a lot of confusion and complexity when the examination will come. So don't do this. So if you are moving forward, very good. If you are moving fastly, very good. Syllabus completion on time is also very important, but you cannot compromise with the things, with all the topics, with all the chapters you have studied earlier. So this is, it happens. You will start forgetting everything you have studied so far. So toppers revise every week with proper strategy, with proper planning. Simple system is Sunday, please. Sunday should be your revision day. Please dedicate complete Sunday for your revision day. I'm not saying you should not go out with your friends. You should not chill with your friends. You should not do like enjoyment and fun-filled activity with your friends. Do this. This is also part of life. Don't sit with your books every time. Don't sit in your study room every time. You should, take part in different kind of fun activity with your friends. Go and play cricket. Go and play badminton. Go out of the home and enjoy. Yes. But at least 2 to 3 hours on Sunday, do the revision work. At least 3 hours. I'm not suggesting you to utilize complete whole Sunday. Don't do this. Go and chill with your friends. Enjoy. And after coming back, after having some, snacks, food and all, go and lock yourself in a room and dedicate continue 3 hours for your weekly revision. Try to cover up all the things, whatever you have studied in previous 5 to 6 days, maths, science, social studies, language subjects, whatever is there. So doing this will keep you ahead from 90% of students of class 10th board exam, right? So revise everything studied that week. So weekly revision system is also very important. So this creates long-term memory and strong recall exam. Yes, very important. Strong recall exam and long-term memory. I haven't brought up these things just randomly. These are very important, and these habits really worked well with all my previous students who have done with their board exam, and who, they performed really magnificent well. They got good percentage, and they all are, feeling feeling proud, and they are thanking me, sir, these habits really worked well. And, a lot of students, if I share with you, there is a student whose name is Rohit. He firmly followed these habits throughout the session. He never compromised with these habits, and yeah, luckily he got 98%, almost 97-98% in his board exam. So that is because of these habits that we have suggested all the teachers to all my students. So this is very important. And do you know, revision converts efforts into marks. You are studying well, you are good in study, your memory is so quick, your conceptual critical thinking is so good. But if you are not revising the previous things you have studied so far earlier in previous days, so I think you will not be able to get good marks. So revising the things converts your efforts into marks, my dear champion. Very important. So all the best for this journey for class 10th. You all have just started this session, so you don't need to be panic about. We'll be there. All the faculty members will be there to guide you, to nurture you, and to show you the right path. Thank you so much, my champion. And if you're having any kind of query, problem you want to ask from us, because the session is now beginning, you all are about to start your class 10th, you all require someone who can show you the path, who can guide you. So we'll be coming out with a lot of lectures, live sessions for you all. So you should stick with us. If you all all are dreaming to get 95% plus marks in your board exam. So this channel Diksha Vedanto is dedicatedly working, and we have proved it this year in board exam 2026. The result has released, and we have proved this. So thank you so much for watching the video, and bye bye, take care.